said I was going to do a review on this wig, and finally able to do it. I've been sick this week, so I haven't been really doing any videos. Even on Halloween, I didn't even do a video. So happy late Halloween, everybody. But I did take out my daughter though, so I felt good enough, at least good enough for me to do taking my daughter out for trick-or-treating for her second time of her life, and so she really enjoyed it, and of course my husband was with me, and so it was all three of us. We were the mermaid family because I was Ariel, my husband was Prince Eric, and then Lynn was was their daughter Melody. So and so me and Lynn were mermaids. So we had the mermaid fins and everything, and I'll probably post a photo of it on this vlog, either either on this review or my vlog that I did for this past weekend. So anyways, so those are the two videos I'm going to try to post up as fast as I can. Anyways, going back to the wig review, this is my very favorite wig. A lot of it's because how realistic it looks. It's not too shiny, it's not too dull, it's just right in the good happy medium. And I got this on eBay. I got it at from one of the sellers, and the brand is X-Tress. I think it's spelled X-Tress. And I have to say that this, at least for this wig from this brand, is the best. I'm telling you, it's the best. So, and let me go ahead and kind of show you what it originally looked like, because I did a lot of alterations of this wig. It did not look like this when I first got it, not at all, but it looked like, hold on, there you go, it looked like that. Hopefully you see it. So that's what it looked like. So yes, I did get it for $50, and this is the seller. So kudos to the seller. So if the seller's watching my YouTube videos, kudos to her. She's really good at communication. I mean, when you message her, she'll message you right back. She's really good at what she does. I really like that seller. That's why I even ordered another wig from her, and that wig is really nice too. I actually have two wigs that I bought from her. I did some alterations with both of them. Again, every wig that you get, you're always gonna have to do alterations. Unless you're gonna buy $1,000 wig, then maybe if you buy the $1,000 wig, you might not have to do that many alterations. But with any wig you do purchase, doesn't matter how much it is, except for those really high prices, you're gonna have to do some alterations. So definitely this is strictly a middle part, as you can see right here, and I will take it off in a minute to show you the inside of the cap. But this is pretty easy to make it with bangs. I definitely YouTubed it just to make sure the way I did it was the correct way. I didn't want to make thick bangs. I don't really like myself with thick bangs. The wispy bangs is a better look for me, I think, when it's just straight across. So I went ahead and I did it that way. And so it's just basically just collecting as much as you want and then twisting it and then cutting it. You know, of course, take your time with it because, you know, again, the wig hair, it does not grow back. Unlike your actual hair, it doesn't grow back. So once you cut it, you pretty much cut it for good. Then I did, it was a whole lot longer. If you saw in the picture there, it's a whole lot longer. It used to be like down to here on me, pretty much. And now it looks like, now it's like right here. And as you can see, the transition of the color of the ombre is just so nice. I like it so much. I really do. I like the transition. That was the one thing I really, that was the first thing I fell in love with it. Second thing I fell in love with it was how realistic it looked. I think one reason why it looks so realistic, and I could be wrong, but my personal reason I think why it looks so realistic is because the texture of the hair. I don't know if you could really see it, but the texture of the hair kind of has that kinkiness to it. You can kind of see it a little bit up here, more so up here than down here, but because of that kinkiness, it's not like full on perfect straight, but I think because of that, because of it being a little kinky, just a little bit, not too kinky, but just a little bit of that kinky, like tiny little curls. I think because of that and the reflection when the light hits it, it's a lot. It helps masks the synthetic fibers to make it look like, oh, it's definitely synthetic. Yeah, so I think that's why. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a wig expert, never was. So I'm learning as I go with trying on different wigs and using different wigs. But I think that's the main reason why it looks so realistic, because of the type of synthetic they do, or the type of I guess the hairstyle that they're trying to mimic. I guess if that makes any sense. And of course too, the fibers are a little bit more high in quality than the other fibers I've had in other hair. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I've had the other products, the other wig products that I have, that I used in the past, they were really good, but I felt like with this brand and with this particular wig that they made was top of the line for me. That's just my personal feeling. There are like the other two that I do have. They are nice. They're very, very, very pretty. However, because I got a ombre gray one, that one I had to definitely cut to make it more like, I cut it up to here. And the reason why I did that was because I think personally, for me personally, I just don't look good with long gray hair. I don't think I do. Or silver hair, I just personally don't think I look good with it. And so when it's shorter, it looks more hip, more young on me personally. So I had to definitely cut it for me to feel like comfortable to wear it, like when I want to have those special occasion days to wear funky hair color. But the big difference is you can tell it's synthetic because it's very shiny. So I think that the type of hair that they used, synthetic hair that they used, is what made it where you can tell that it has that synthetic shine to it. Sorry about that. So yes, this is the dry shampoo that I use. So this really works. When you spray it, it does help. I mean, when it's synthetic hair, sometimes you can't help it. Doesn't matter how much you spray on the wig, it still has that shine. So you you know, it won't take out all the shine away, but it'll take most of it away. So yeah, that one. So if you look at that one and this one still looks more realistic than that gray one. Then there's another one that I have, which is the brown one. That one looks pretty realistic as well. Just like this. The only downside with that particular wig is it is thin. So because it's thin, I have very few ways of using it. I would have to definitely wear it with a beanie, because depending on how the wind blows, it might show the tracks. So because of that, it's beautiful color, beautiful trend. Like, I mean, it was kind of like a brown ombre one. Beautiful color, hands down. Love the wig, and I love the texture of the hair. The texture of the hair is really nice. All you need is just a little bit of dry shampoo and you're good. However, because it's a little bit thin, and I like thin wigs, I don't like overly thick wigs, because the problem with overly thick wigs, number one, where I live, it's really hot. Number two, it does look a little wiggy. So you're gonna have to do some major alterations to that wig when they're really thick. So they're not that great for me. So, but this particular wig that I got, that's from the same brand, it's just really thin. So you're really stuck with like low ponytails with that wig, or wearing a beanie, just so, or somehow just to keep the top portion like more like stable, where it won't be flopping anywhere, especially if you're in a place that's really windy. It's gonna for sure show your tracks. So that's the only thing. It's a beautiful wig. If you want to use it for ponytails and beanies, then that wig is for you. So those wigs are good, but I would have to still say, out of the 3 wigs from that same brand, this is the best one I've had. The top of the line, the best. So I really like it. And so let me go ahead and show you what it looks like inside. Right. So excuse my wig hair. So here's the back. Okay, so really it's like you can't really see the tracks. It's really hard to see it. And what I like about it too, the one reason why I really like this wig a lot too, is that the coloring, like, it just goes through, like, it looks legit. You know what I mean? It looks like it's really growing out of your hair. Like, there's no, like, it's, how do you put it? It doesn't have that, where, you know, only the top portion has the ombre part, and then the bottom part is, like, full on one color. So I like that. Again, this particular one that this brand did, I would say top of the line. Then here, when you put the wig inside out, so it has that nice breathing area. There's no like real solid cap here, but which is nice, especially where I live. I live on an island, so a lot of air does kind of come through, so at least your head does have some breathing. And then here, so then it has that long deep part. And again, I think that because of that deep part, that's what kind of masks its gives you that illusion that this, like, it's growing out of your head. And then of course the sides here. Now I did cut a lot off on the sides. Again, I had to do some alterations just to make it more, or at least for the sides here, you know. As you can see, I did shave a little bit my sideburns, so the wigs that I wear, like this one, it blends better. And I made little sideburns, as you can see here. I made little sideburns here on the side here. So, and here's some of my little sideburns. So yeah, so And then again, I did the bangs. So how I normally just put this on, again, it's just how I normally put on most wigs. And then going from the back and then moving forward. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, there are clips, one on the bottom and then 2 on the sides. I don't use the 2 on the sides because I have my wig headband, which is or wig grip headband, whatever you want to call it. There you go. And then just fix the bangs a little bit. And there you go. I think the bangs are, there you go. There. So yeah, and then there you go. And then it's back on, and then, you know, and it stays on pretty well. I mean, especially having the wig grip headband, that did wonders for me. Once I got that wig grip band, it does wonders. And especially too, like with the parting, you know, because you get like the one that's close to your actual scalp color. I got like the light tan kind, so that really matched well. So it really does look like this is my scalp. I mean, I did use I used this foundation, and I used this my contouring palette, and I used the lightest one here. So I did use that, but you know, I didn't have to put too much of it on because of my headband wig grip. So, and I got that on Amazon. So again, that really helped a whole lot. So that keeps this wig on, or any other wig. It could be the cheapest wig too, and that still will keep it on pretty well. But yeah, so that's pretty much it that I wanted to say about this wig. I really do like it. It's kind of hard for me, like, to think about getting another ombre wig from a different brand, only because it's the perfect ombre. Because a lot of the wigs out there that call them ombre, a lot of them, they start from here and then it's just one solid color. Granted, if that's what you're looking for, then kudos to you. But when I think of ombre is like a gradual transition, and this wig does that gradual transition beautifully. It does it beautifully. So for me, it's kind of hard for me, like if I was to get another ombre wig, because this one's getting to be too old and I can't you know, it's already, I've upkept it as much as I could, and I need to get a replacement one. I would definitely get the same thing all over again, because this one has the perfect color. And also too, I feel more me with this ombre. All the other ombres I've had, I liked it, but you know, like I had to do so much work with it. This one, I had to do minor stuff to it, nothing too major to make it more for me. And also too, it's lightweight. Because all the other ombre wigs I've had, like that has multiple color ombres, it was just too heavy, and like I couldn't wear it every day. This one I wear every day to work. Even though it's long, I can still wear it every day to work. I can pick it up in a like medium to high messy bun. If I wanted to do half up, half down, I could. So I can do a lot of things with this wig, and I think I can do a whole lot more things with this wig now because I got bangs into it. Again, because this middle part, it's really hard to try to cover it when you're doing it like an updo with it, because it's such a deep part. But with bangs, you know, you can kind of mask that part a little bit. So I like it. I really do like this wig. It's like, again, it's like the best wig ever for me. And I know they have other colors too. She does sell some other ones. She sells a straight up all blonde one. She sells a pinkish, purplish ombre one, and there's one more color. I don't know if it's like a red, like a orangey red. I think it might have been an orangey red one that she sells. So again, though, I haven't bought any of those other ones, only because I like this one so much. I'm not a straight up blonde type of person, so I don't see myself straight up blonde. I really can't see myself straight up all blonde. I have to have some extra color, some other color in there, like I said, either brown or I have brown or maybe even black, but it has to be another color. And that's the one thing I like about this one too. It's not just black and then straight to blonde, which is nice. I've had wigs that were black and then straight to blonde. It's nice, but I think it doesn't suit me as well as this one does, where even though it does have black in it, it has those browns and those darker blondes that blends into it, so it goes a whole lot better with my skin tone, I think. So I like it, I really do. So again, I can't really see myself getting any other wig that is an ombre blonde one, unless it's just the same exact one. I really can't, only because I love this one so much. So maybe I'll try, if I were to try a different wig, a different brand, maybe I'll try maybe a more simpler color, maybe like a brown or more of a crazy color, maybe. But for me to get the blonde, well, one thing I wouldn't mind trying is if I see a wig that pretty much is the same style as this, but instead of it being black, maybe being like a dark brown on the very top. If I can find one of those, then maybe, but this is right now what is the best. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. I know I'm kind of like rambling, but yeah, so she did sell this for $50 on eBay. I think on AliExpress, it's AliExpress. I think they sell this like same exact wig. It is a little bit cheaper, but then again, I don't know 100% sure that that's what it is. I think the only way for me to really confirm that is looking at the model number. So that's probably one way of figuring that out. I think it's the same, but the thing is too, I'm kind of hesitant getting it on that website, not because it's not a trusted website. It is a very trusted website, and there's a lot of reviews out there on YouTube about AliExpress's wigs that are sold on there. However, for me trying to get the same exact wig, I'd rather go to a seller that I originally got it from, because I know for a fact it's the same exact wig. So, or the same model and everything. So I don't know. Because on the other one, on AliExpress, it shows a whole lot more colors. They have, like, I think straight up all black, if you're one of those people that want all black hair. There's one that's all straight brown, and I kind of wanted that one. I wanted that one, but then again, very hesitant to get it because, again, I don't know if it's the same model number, so I didn't check the same model number, so I'm kind of like, should I? I don't know. I want to get it, but I don't know if I should get it. So, and plus I'm going back into the phase of blonde right now. But anyway, so yeah. So I mean, I don't know any other place that sells it. Maybe, you know, if there's like a beauty supply store that's near you, they might sell this brand. I don't know. Those are the only two places I know for sure that do sell this brand. So AliExpress, and then also the lady that I showed you from eBay that sells it. I mean, I think there are some other eBay sellers that sell X-Tress, but it's not that many, I think, or at least as far as I know. But yeah. So, anyways, this is the wig that I'm gonna be rocking for a while. I do have two other blonde wigs that I'll alternate. There's one that I'm waiting in the mail, which is like a kind of like a bob cut, and supposedly it was a good sale. So it's supposedly a authentic human hair. So I'm gonna see, and it was not a really good sale. So really, because I think it was originally like $100 some, I think, and it went down to like 40 some. So I'm gonna try it out, see what's all the fuss is about. Supposedly it's a really good one, and then I have another one that's from Amazon that I wear, and I like to use it as an updo. So those are kind of like, so when this one needs to be washed, like do a deep clean, then I'll probably be using one of those during the weekend or something like that. So because I'd probably wash this like on the weekends, because again, this is my work wig and my everyday wig. So when I do need to do deep cleaning, I'd use one of those other two wigs just while this one's drying. I haven't washed it just yet. I've been using dry shampoo to make it smell so nice. And then also this other one, which is the Wig Control Wig Spray. This one is really good. It's a 3-in-1, so it's for human hair and synthetic. So it helps softens and conditions and moisturize the hair, and sheen, gives that like that natural shine. So this really works, especially if you have tangles on your hair, on the hair. It really does. It's good. It really does a good job. And also I have the actual shampoo for. I haven't used their shampoo yet, but from the beauty store that I got it from, they said that shampoo is really good. So I mean, if this is really good, then I'm pretty sure the shampoo is really good too. I haven't tried it yet though, because the shampoo that I've used, or the soap that I've used to wash the wigs, my other wigs, were fabric softener, because that's also another good source of soap to use too. It's not too heavy, and it won't damage the hair at all, or the synthetic fibers. So yeah, so I'll let you know how does this wig fares. Again, as long as you're not like going to the jungle with it or swimming with it, you don't need to wash it as much. That's the beauty of synthetic wigs. All you need to do is just really kind of like air dry it, kind of shake it out, brush it out, use the wig conditioner, and you're pretty much good. The only time you're really gonna need to do deep clean your wigs is if you use the got-to-be glue, a lot of powder, a lot of makeup, all that stuff. That's when you really gotta wash it like a whole lot. But if you're not one of those wig wearers that does that, I don't do that. I don't use any glue, any tape, any gel. I solely just use the one clip in the back and my hairnet and the wig grip, and that's what keeps my wigs on. So, and I have a 1-year-old, so and if I can wear that with a 1-year-old and she can't pull it off, then it's pretty good. I would like to say that's a good guarantee. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is a very long video, I'm so sorry, but anyways, I'm just trying to make sure I cover all my bases with this wig. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I love this wig. What else can I say? That's all I can say now. So, anyways, guys, I will check you guys later, and bye.